welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. It bounds through the back of the end zone. Touchback. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Motion from the back. Back to pass, it's Simpson. Swings it out to his running back. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
They'll run the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield.
One of the things I like about this defense is their DBs are not afraid to put their face in the fan and go tackle. And you saw it that time with the cornerback making a great play, tackling the quarterback on the option for a big loss.
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He's at the top, and he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Bama!
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Coming out with it, it's Brown. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Takes the handoff. It's Durham. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down, and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Bubba. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
That was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on third down. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
They're a couple of yards short of the first down, but the offense will stay out there on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, fourth down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
They'll move the tight end. Right back to the well. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
They'll immediately call timeout. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. He hurls one deep down the left side. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the 2nd. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Motion from the wideout. Little touch pass to the receiver. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. On the option. He'll pitch it. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. Off play action. He's going for it all. He's got it down the right side. Off to the races. Touchdown time. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Man, that's a play this kid has been running ever since he was 7 years old at the park with his best friend, throwing him go routes right down the field. I'm running by a guy, I'm looking back, locating the football, making the catch, and he does it in a big moment here in this game.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He's brought down to the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Power football with the run. There he goes. All by himself down the middle. The 40. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown LSU. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air, it's Simpson. Caught over the middle, it's Lewis. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. It's 1st and 5. Territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Cuevas. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Bringing the heat. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Throws toward the end zone. And it's batted away, and the 4th down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football.
And his 4th down stops are so huge for momentum to turn the ball back to your offense. Great pass defense, seeing the ball, breaking on it, swat.
He's loose. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
That's an example of the offensive coordinator trying to be aggressive and trying to take a shot. Now, the offense isn't able to click on that play, but moving ahead in the second half, it's important they continue to dial up these big plays. You want to stay aggressive, and you want to keep testing the second.
Looking for a man. It's Nussmeier. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half. Perhaps emboldened by converting a 4th down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He's got it in more than enough for a 1st down. Touchdown, Tigers! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Dropping back, it's Simpson. Catch in the middle, it's Miller. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on 2nd down. Oh, they're after him. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
He wants to go deep. He's got it on the outside. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. wants to go up top on first down. Pocket breaking down. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. There he goes. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. He wants to take the top off. Pulls in the deep ball. Nothing but green grass down the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU! And nobody's been able to hold that Tiger as LSU builds its lead over Alabama.
And listen, both these teams knew coming into this one that the more physical team was going to get it done, David, and that's been the Tigers, right? On both sides of the ball. They have been dominating in this game.
And putting up points, too. When LSU gets their offense going, they are so hard to beat. Rivalry game, regular game, whatever it is, this offense is cooking.
Start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Rifles it down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open, running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew him. That is going to haunt this quarterback tonight.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Despite failing earlier on fourth down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Gets drilled as he throws. The big pressure on fourth down, and they'll get it back.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Here's the pressure. Trying to get rid of it. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. The sudden change situation, they barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sideline. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? The evolution of the Alabama offense has always been built around what does the quarterback do best, and this guy's doing a lot of things well.
And we've seen some sensational ones. And to your point, I like that. Jalen Hurts, really good runner. They built it around his feet. You know, Bryce Young, really good passer. Tua Tagovailoa, really good passer. More about the passing game, explosive passing plays. So they'll do whatever it takes to win.
Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
That's another example of just really good football. This is why they've built the lead here in the second half. Nice job pressuring the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable, coming into somebody else's building and keeping it really, really quiet.
This time on target. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Gets it out fast.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Back to pass on second down. Got it in the middle, it's Bernard. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. He's got it on the run. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. It falls incomplete, and will change ends of the field to get things started back up.
LSU 35, Alabama 14.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got his man quickly. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening.
Yeah, and it's fourth down. Obviously, I think this is go time. I mean, you're down by multiple possessions. You need a touchdown. This is a short yardage opportunity. You got to go get 6 on the board.
A fourth quarter field goal down by this much, that's a lot like putting a lipstick on the proverbial pig. Doesn't do much to change the looks. Got to score the touchdown on fourth and goal. It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back.
Listen, with the aggressiveness of offenses and taking chances, a lot of times it's going to put your defense in a hole. And this defense is going to have to come through in the clutch right here because you're trailing. They can't get more scores. They got to get a stop on this possession, and the offense is going to have to do better than they just did.
Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5.
And this defense has got to make a play, right? It's the fourth quarter. We're trailing. You know this offense, they're going to get conservative. They want to eat that clock. You got to bring more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to make plays. Got to get that football back.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. So now it's 2nd and long. We'll send the tight end in motion. The handoff keeps working on that clock. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming in the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Looking left. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on 4th down. No dice. Offense now set up an easy position to get a score.
Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Sets up the screen. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
And they tacked on the extra point. They're definitely up against it. Time running out. Down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So you get in the game late. You're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He gets enough for the 1st down. Crowd is silent. Chains are moving. Clock still going. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. Defense a little too eager. That's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. Line gets set, 1st down. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. The Tigers getting set on... Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Adams. Stopped at the 17. Probably second-guessing that return. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cuevas. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. I don't think he was the primary receiver on that play, David, but a very productive pickup on first down.
And these tight ends are so good at understanding zones and where to sit down. And listen, it's not the huge gain down the field, but it's always death by 1,000 cuts, small gains, break tackles, and continue to move the sticks.
Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Defense showing blitz, trying to rattle this quarterback. To throw, it's Russell. Fakes the grab on the left. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. To the air on 1st down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48.
And that's a really good job by this defense, because remember, when the quarterback runs, now you got an extra blocker, because he's not just handing it off and standing there, and they still did a good job at the point of attack, kind of strung it along and made him run out of bounds.
Looking to the big tight end. He makes the catch. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. Alabama quickly back to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quickly complete. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Williams. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal.
This offense defense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense.
And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Takes the handoff. It's Daniels. A collision, and he stopped at the... Seven after picking up one.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that dummy out.
Looking to throw, it's Glagway. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too.
Defense is a lot about communication. Multiple wide receivers on the same side. I got to understand if this guy's going in, this guy's coming out. Not a good job by the defense with communication there.
Rush is on him. He's moving out of the pocket. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't care how talented you are as a quarterback, but your accuracy always goes down when you get hit. Nice job by the QB scrambling, working to his right, but he wasn't completing that pass with that pressure.
Going for it all. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back to throw, it's Russell. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Miller. Almost had a lot more room there, but he'll go out of bounds at the 36.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Going to swing it on second down. Got it set up on the outside. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30. Sometimes it's not about a fancy play design. It's about just getting him the ball and letting him play.
Especially nowadays with running backs being so good out of the backfield. You know they're going to catch it, and there's so many ways to use them, but exactly. Get it to him, let him break tackles, let him make plays. Easy decision.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He caught it. And he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys. He could not wait to get back out there, and that time it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. It's a seam wide open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
How about the play by the speed back? You think about speed, you think about breaking ankles. He broke the tackle because he's so fast, moving so fast, hard to get the guy on the ground.
Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. On the move. Bringing it back. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. To the air, it's Russell. Going up top. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got the first down. Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. Makes the grab. Gets the foot down. Just precision execution on that big play. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, Alabama.
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. And he'll try to knock it through from the right hash and 35 yards out. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Coming out with it, it's ball. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Lagway. Got it in the middle, it's Hawkins.
I really like this slot receiver because of his shiftiness, and you see that on his route run. Really, really nice job creating separation for his QB.
And the Gators with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. That's reeled in, it's Wilson. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Gators really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Under fire. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
The Gators in a good spot here with second and short. Looking to fire. He's got it. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You see it more and more. Smaller wide receivers, I don't care about their size anymore. I put them in the slot. I let them get a good matchup. They're so quick, people can't get their hands on them. They make plays, and I feed them the football. These are guys that have a lot of catches throughout a season.
Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And it's incomplete. He was looking to the end zone and trying to get 6.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. Third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job.
Touchdown, Gator! Fitted in the window for the score. Oh, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
And with the extra point, they close to within 10, down 17-7. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Adams. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Dropping back, it's Russell. Here comes the heat. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got the quick pass. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down. A lot of urgency for this offense.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Now on the move. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
3rd down coming up.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Got it, looking for the first down. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line is set on 3rd down.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. The score, Alabama 17, Florida 7.
So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He'll pull it down and run. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down.
I know he didn't pick up the first down, but, man, he makes this 4th down way more manageable. It's tough when you got 4th in Africa. Did a great job of making this manageable and keeping the playbook open.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a 4th down stop.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free and like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on, and I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air. It's Lagway. Makes the catch. It's Webb. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Gators can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Lets it fly deep downfield. He took a shot at the end zone, and he almost picked it off. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, 1st and goal. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. And they're finally able to get him on the ground at the 1.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can bear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And you just
got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion now setting up third down, you've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Using the quick game. Touchdown, Florida! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Makes the grab for the two-point conversion as they cut further into that lead. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Russell. He's got him. Oh, out of space. This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that first down.
I'll be honest, man. If I had the weapons these guys had offensively, I'd be staying aggressive too. It's what got them to this point. It's why they have the lead here in the fourth quarter. Take some shots when those opportunities present themselves.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground.
The craziest thing about college football week in and week out is just the momentum shifts. And when it shifts, it's just hard to stop it. And this offense, man, they haven't found any rhythm in this second half. And if they're going to get out of here with a win, I think they got to put a drive together and put some points on the board.
They go to the ground. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
And he finally breaks when they get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. Quarterback keeps. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. This is a designed run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They've converted third downs all day long, and now a chance to get a touchdown on third and goal. Looking downfield, it's Russell. Pulls it in. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. He played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't.